assemblies. By default, an assembly is a private assembly. By default, an assembly is a private assembly. Private assembly. So that means whenever you create a class library project, by default it is a private assembly. It is a private assembly. If you want to make it as shared assembly, we have to install that assembly into you have to install that assembly into GAC folder. You have to install that assembly into GAC stands for Global Assembly Cache. GAC folder. Okay, then only concern assembly will be treated as shared assembly. Then only the particular assembly will be treated as shared assembly. Okay, so finally you can say by default an assembly is a private assembly. If we want to make it as a shared assembly, we have to install that assembly into GAC folder. Then only concern assembly will be treated as a shared assembly. But GAC folder will allow the assemblies. GAC folder will allow the assemblies which are completed following. Okay, which are completed following. That is number one, assembly should have strong name. Number two, assembly should be signed. Okay, so assembly should be signed. Okay, now come back to our discussion, implementing shared assemblies. Okay, now yeah. Vinil, are you there? Vinil, right? Yeah, Sammy, come on, tell me. By default, an assembly is a
By default, an assembly is a private assembly.
If you want to,
If you want to make it as a shared assembly, we have to install that assembly into GAC folder.
GAC stands
Then
for
only GAC stands for Global Assembly Caches.
cache, global assembly cache. Why we have to install our assembly into GAC folder?
To retrieve it as a shared assembly.
To make it as a shared assembly. We should install into GAC. But once you install into GAC, it will called as what assembly?
Shared assembly.
But GAC folder will allow the assemblies which are completed following formalities. Number one, assembly should have a
strong name.
Assembly should have a strong name. Number two, assembly should be
signed.
Assembly should be signed. Now we need to understand two things. So with this we can say what is that, converting a private assembly into shared assembly. Converting a private assembly into shared assembly will be divided into three steps. Converting a private assembly into shared assembly will be divided into three steps. Step one is creating strong name by using strong name utility. You have to do this. Okay. Next, step 2 is signing the assembly. What is that we have to see? signing the assembly. Step 3 is install an assembly into GAC folder by using GAC utility. These are all the things. Finally, what is that? If you want to make it as your shared private assembly as a shared assembly, we need to install into GAC folder. But GAC folder will allow the assemblies which are having strong name, which are completed signed. That is the reason what I am giving you simply here. By default, whatever assembly you created is a private assembly. If you want to make it as a shared assembly, it will be 3 steps. Creating a strong name by using strong name utility, signing the assembly, installing an assembly into GAC folder by using GAC utility. Here first one by one step we will see. Creating a strong name by using strong name utility. So first of all, what is a strong name? What is a strong name? What is a strong name? So, right. So here, Bhaskar, tell me, converting private assembly into shared assembly will be divided into how many steps?
3 steps.
Step 1,
Creating strong name by using strong name utility.
right. Your noise is coming. I'm muting you. Okay. Otherwise, you mute yourself. Right. Okay. Madhuri, you tell me. 3 steps. Step 1 is what?
Creating strong name by using strong name utility.
Step 2.
Step 2, signing the assembly.
Step,
Step 3, install an assembly into GAC folder by using GAC utility.
remember these steps. 3 steps. Very important and interview point of view also. What is strong name? So, okay. Strong name is nothing but public key. Strong name is nothing but public key, which will give the uniqueness to an assembly among collection of assemblies. Strong name can be called as strong name can be called as public key, which will give uniqueness to an assembly among collection of assemblies within GAC. Collection of assemblies within GAC folder. Okay, so that is a story about what is that strong name. Okay, what is a strong name utility? What is interview questions is wrong. What is strong name utility? It is one of the .NET framework utility. It is one of the .NET framework utility. It is representing with a file called sn.exe. Using this utility, we can create a strong name for given assembly. So what is strong name utility? It is one of the .NET framework utility. It is representing with a file called sn.exe. Using this utility, we can give a strong name for given assembly. Strong name is called public key, which will give the uniqueness to an assembly among collection of assemblies within the GAC. Okay, syntax to create strong name. So all these .NET framework utility commands we should execute within command prompt windows. Whatever commands I am giving you, all are should execute command prompt windows. Yes, even though we can check now itself. Okay, syntax to create a strong name. So that is directly I can show you the syntax. Otherwise, go to some location. So go to open Visual Studio.NET command prompt. Otherwise, write Visual Studio.NET command prompt. Right. Sorry. So you have to go to the Visual Studio.NET command prompt window here. You can observe, are you using 2013 or 2010, guys? Hello? Are you using
I'm having 2012.
2010 you are using, right? Huh? Right?
12.
Well, anybody are using 2010? 2010. You can check. Otherwise, we can see the command prompt. Okay, we'll see. Right. CD dash dash. Right. We will go to the D drive. Like, let me show. Check it from this command prompt. Let me change the background color and the screen text. Right. Right. Now you can see SN hyphen K some key dot SNK. You observe the command what I am doing. D colon SN. SN stands for strong name. Your utility name is SN. SN stands for strong name. Hyphen K keys dot SNK. Keys dot SNK it is your strong name key file name. Dot SNK stands for extension. Right, somewhere noise. Right. Now with this command what will happen we'll see. Right. SN hyphen K keys dot SNK. Right. Anybody are able to open command prompt window 2010 version? Check it. Chari, you are having 2010?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You do one thing. I'm sharing your screen.
Sir, I'm having
2000?
sir.
2010 na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm sharing your screen. Just follow my instructions. Just open command prompt window. Right. Or yellow.
Direct
Sorry.
command prompt, sir.
Yeah. I'll show you.
Only command prompt, sir.
I'll tell you not normal command, Windows command prompt. Instead of that Visual Studio.NET command prompt, we'll see. We'll do one thing, right? I'm sharing your screen. Are you able to? You got it. You got it. You just click the button there.
I
No, I shared your screen.
no, sir. I didn't get.
Sir, it says it's not recognized on my command prompt.
We will see 2013, we will check it, but we'll check in first 2010. Okay, right. I'm making you.
Sir, your screen is not
No, no, not my screen. I'm sharing your.
okay, sir.
I'm sharing your screen. Okay. Right. Now you will get one request. You have to say okay there. You got any pop-up message?
No, sir, I didn't get any.
Right. Make. Yeah.
Your screen also not visible, sir.
Now my screen, how it will be visible? When I'm making your presenter, your screen will be visible. Okay. Right. I'm going to other screen.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Teja, just follow my instructions. Right. Make presenter. Right. Right. Yeah, now, yeah, go to, right, you do one thing. Teja, maximize the screen, maximize your screen. Maximize, right. Now, go to start, start, and go to Visual Studio 2000, Visual Studio 2010, yes. Yeah, no, not that, close it. You will have tools, Visual Studio tools. Right, in 2013 also you can check this in your systems. Visual Studio 2000, here right side you will have, right, to the in a folder is not there in your machine also.
Sir, I got that screen, sir.
Wait.
Sir, I got that screen.
Wait.
Okay.
You wait. Right. Anybody are able to open command prompt window? Visual Studio command prompt window. Try.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shiva, is it able to? Is it 2010 or 2012? 13.
Sir.
Okay.
2010, sir.
2000. Are you able to see that command prompt window? You will
Sir.
have start programs Visual Studio 2010. Now I am making you as a presenter. Just check it out. Just you will get a confirmation message. Right. Now you do one thing. Close it. We'll show to the people. Everybody has to see that. Right. Remaining people in 2013, are you able to see the command prompt window? Anybody? Right. Remaining Nivedita.
Sir, I have 2015, sir.
Yeah. Have you able to see command prompt window? Visual Studio command prompt.
Yes.
No, sir,
Yes,
not
sir.
yet. I'm trying.
That I'll show you. I'll check it. I'll show you. I also didn't try any time. First time I will use 2010. Now we are open 2010 here. 2010 command prompt. Right. Increase your font size. Shiva. Right click on screen. Properties. Go to the increase the size. Go down. Right. And okay. Okay. First okay. You make okay. Error. Yeah, click OK. Right. That's enough. Maximize the screen now. Maximize the screen. Right. Now, yeah, just maximize means maximize button. I think this much you are getting. Okay. Now you do one thing. Change D drive. Enough. That is enough. Okay. D drive. Root directory changes D drive. Some D drive. Yeah. D drive. Okay. SN -K space -K and space keys dot snk keys dot
Pardon, sir?
keys dot snk. 1 minute, you hold for 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, keys dot snk. Enter. Press enter. Sn-k keys dot snk. Yeah. Now what command prompt you open? Visual Studio only, right?
Yes, sir. We just did a command prompt 2010.
This is only the syntax. Sn-k keys dot snk. Right. Actually, it should return that one. Okay. Yeah. Now, right. Okay, fine. We will see it. The command is not working. Right. Okay. I'll give you all the syntaxes. I will check and I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay. I'm making my
Sir, I got, sir,
command is executing or not executing. Chari, is it executing in your?
executed, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, executed.
Okay. Right. Now you executed in Visual Studio command prompt or Windows command prompt?
Visual Studio command.
Yeah, it should execute in Visual Studio command prompt. Now you got any message from me? A shareable message?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you click
Yes, sir, I clicked on OK.
OK button. Huh?
Yes.
One minute, all of you. Right. Right. Increase the size. Increase. Increase the font size. Not visible it is. Right click. Right click. Right click on command prompt window. Okay. Otherwise, I'll tell you the commands syntax wise. Okay. It's very right. Right, we'll see practically in the next session. Right, we'll see. First step one is creating. Guys, you just observe. We'll check it later. First, we'll see the steps. Step one is creating a strong name by using strong name utility. That is the first step. Creating a strong name by using strong name utility. The syntax is you go to some location, okay, and sn -k file name .snk and press enter.
For me it created
Yeah, okay, we will check it. You right, is it what version of .NET?
2015 Visual Studio, sir.
Yeah, it's okay. Let me explain the syntaxes, otherwise unnecessary confusion for all the people. Babu, the syntax is SN means strong name, -k means keys, file name means user defined file name, and extension of the file name is .snk. Whenever you execute this command, one file will create. For example, you executed like this, like d colon slash, right, d colon slash sn -k, let's say keys dot snk. Means this command will create one file. The file name is keys dot snk and it will store the created strong name. This command will create a strong name for given assembly. That strong name will be alphanumeric and that created strong name will be stored into within a file called keys.snk. So that is a way to create a strong name. Right. Next to step 2. Step 2 is signing the assembly. Signing the assembly is nothing but, what is signing the assembly? It is nothing but informing about strong name to an assembly. Informing about strong name to an assembly. Here total number of steps are 3. First step is what? Creating strong name. Second step is signing the assembly. Signing the assembly is a process of informing about strong name to an assembly. Nothing but here, what is this signing the assembly? For example, I'll give you one simple example here. Two people are friends, both are staying in a room. Whenever you are staying in a room, the room is having only one lock and the lock is having only one key. So suppose your friend went for interview. You are also going out. You locked the room. What you will do, guys? What you will do? When you locked the room, what you will do? Your friend went outside. He may come any time. Giri Prasad. He may come any time. So, but lock key, only one key you have. What you will do, Giri Prasad?
Put it outside and the door. Put it outside of the door.
Yeah, what we will do generally, we are going out. Already he went out. He may come any time. You are also going out. What we will do? We'll keep this key in one secret place. Am I right? Yes or no? We'll keep this key in one secret place. Kalyani or somebody, Madhuri. Right? We'll keep
Yes,
the
sir.
key in one secret place. That keeping that key in some secret place is nothing but creating strong name. But after you keep that key in secret place, what we will do?
We need to find out.
No.
Where is
You
the
are going out. Every day you are changing the place. Not same place you are keeping the
You have to inform your friend.
what we will do?
Inform it.
We'll give a call to that friend informing about that secret place where we kept the key. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Calling to your friend informing about that secret place where you kept key is nothing but what you know, signing the assembly. That's why I said what? Signing the assembly is a process of informing about strong name to an assembly. That is step 2. Coming to step 3. Step 3 is install an assembly into which folder? GAC folder. Step 3 is after you completed 2 formalities, you can install an assembly into GAC folder by using GAC utility. Here, what is GAC utility? What is GAC utility? GAC utility is one of the .NET framework utility. Using this utility, we can install our assembly into GAC folder. GAC utility is one of the .NET framework utility. Using this utility, we can install our assembly into GAC folder. And GAC utility is representing with one file called GAC util.exe. All these .NET framework utilities will be installed into our machine whenever we install into .NET software. Especially just now we have seen one drive. C drive we have seen. In C drive we have seen one folder. Have you observed? Just now we have seen system.dll. In that folder you can observe gacutil.exe, sn.exe. And coming to syntax to install an assembly into GAC. Syntax to install an assembly into GAC. So what is this syntax? You know, some location. What location, how to pick that, I'll tell you the path at the time of example execution. But syntax is GAC util -i and assembly name. Assembly name is nothing but DLL. For example, d:// GAC util. What is the location path? How you will take? I'll tell you. -i. For example, hello.dll and press enter. With this process, you can install your assembly into GAC folder. We can install our assembly into GAC folder. So these are the 3 steps. Whenever we want to, these are the steps for what? Madhuri, these are the steps for what?
Signing the assembly.
No. These are the steps for what? Why you need these steps?
Converting a private assembly into shared assembly.
Right. Again, I'm
Make
going
assembly
back.
shared.
Listen here. Listen here. By default, here you are implementing, learning how to implement a shared assembly. By default, an assembly is a what assembly? Private assembly. If we want to make it as a shared assembly, we have to install that assembly into
GAC folder.
GAC folder. Then only when if you want to make it as a shared assembly, we have to install that assembly into GAC folder. Then only concerned assembly will be treated as a shared assembly. Whenever you want to make your private assembly into shared assembly, we need to install that assembly into GAC folder. But GAC folder will allow the assemblies which are completed following formalities. Number one, assembly should have a strong name. Number two, assembly should be signed. So that is the reason here I have given a steps here. Converting a private assembly into shared assembly will be divided into 3 steps. Step 1 is creating strong name. Step 2 is signing the assembly. Step 3 is install an assembly into GAC folder. Okay. So here these 3 steps are converting a private assembly into shared assembly. Snehal, alright, tell me the 3 steps converting from private assembly to shared assembly will be divided into 3 steps. Step 1 is what? Step 1.
One is
Creating
creating a strong name by using the strong name utility.
Yep.
Then step two is informing, that is signing the assembly, that is informing the assembly about the strong name. And step 3 is installing and assembling into the GAC folder using the GAC utility.
Right. Now step 1 is what? Creating strong name by using strong name utility. Okay. So the syntax to create a strong name for given assembly is what? SN
SN -k, then file name dot SNK, that is the file name.
given file name, key file name. And what do you mean by signing the assembly? Signing the assembly means what?
Signing the assembly means informing the assembly that about the strong name that we have created.
That we have created. Signing assembly is a process of informing about strong name to an assembly which we created. Okay. Now step 3. Step 3 is what?
Installing that assembly
Into GAC folder by using GAC. What is
GAC utility.
GAC utility is representing with file name. What is the file name? GAC utility file name?
GAC util.
Dot exe. Okay. What is the syntax to install an assembly into GAC? GAC util hyphen
That is GAC util -I, then assembly name.
and press what? Enter. Okay. So
And
I'll do one thing. This content. Right. Shared assembly content. Whatever notes we have written on notepad, I'm sharing to all the people. Okay. Now next. Yeah, now we understood few things. One is how to implement a private assembly we have seen. Now we have seen how to convert a private assembly into shared assembly we have seen. Now we need to understand implementing shared assembly. Implementing shared assembly in step-by-step process. Implementing shared assembly in step-by-step process. Noise. Implementing shared assembly in step-by-step process. Come on guys. So we have seen steps of private assembly. We have seen steps of converting from private assembly to shared assembly. Now here the steps are implementing shared assembly in step-by-step process. Shared assembly steps. Shared assembly steps. You people can guess now. Private assembly steps plus conversion steps almost are equal to shared assembly steps. Yeah, anybody? Chari, tell me.
So step 1, creating private assembly.
Creating private assembly. Okay, right. Wait. Next, step 2. Arun, tell me the step 2.
Signing the assembly.
now you created private assembly. Now first we need to do what you know. We have to convert this private assembly as a shared assembly. Convert as a private assembly, shared assembly. In conversion of the private assembly to shared assembly, okay Arun, you just wait. The next Punya na. Punya, come and tell me. Punya. Yes. Right. Punya. Right. Yeah. Now who can tell the steps? Right. Arun, tell me. Now you continue the step 2. In conversion process, what is the first step? Creating. You are not understanding. Catch the point here. First you created a private assembly. You want to convert it as a shared assembly. In that first step is convert the private assembly to shared assembly. Creating
A strong name.
strong. Step 3.
Signing the assembly.
Signing the assembly.
Step 4.
Initializing the assembly.
No.
Into the GAC folder.
1 minute. Installing an assembly
Into the GAC.
Into GAC folder.
into GAC. Wait. You people wait for some time. We'll give chance to others now. Okay. Installing an assembly into GAC. Right. Now, yeah. Nivedita, continue. Step 5. Come on. Step.
After installing it, that assembly will be shared, right? After installing into GAC folder.
Observe this. In this step, it is what assembly?
Private.
Now, because of these 3 steps, the assembly became as what assembly?
Shared assembly.
Over. Story completed. Now, you need a consumer, right?
Yeah.
Nothing but what? Consumer is who is the consumer?
And application.
Client.
Application. Creating a client application. Right. Creating a client application. Next is step 6. Step 6. See, very simple. Very simple. Here assembly is created. Overall your assembly is ready. Here you created client. Then what do you need? You need a reference, right?
Reference to that.
Right. Adding reference to adding which reference? Whose reference?
Shared
Assembly.
Yeah. Shared assembly reference
to the
client
application.
Client application. Adding the shared assembly reference to the client application. Okay, right. Now, yeah. Next to step 7 is what?
Consuming
it.
Yeah, consuming
The shared
assembly. Right, assembly from client application. That's it. Why I am giving all the step-by-step process always, you know, it is easy to remember the procedure as well as it helps at the time of interviews. Generally, interviewer want to make sure you know this concept. People may not give a chance to implement. So at least if you are able to, he will ask you explain the procedure. If you are able to explain the procedure, it will be good. Did you get that steps? Just now I have sent to you all people. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just go through it, all the steps. Try to remember, all of you. So total number of steps are how many, guys?
7.
7. Now, right, Girish, tell me step 1.
Creating private assembly.
I'm removing steps.
Step 2, creating strong name. Step 3, signing the assembly. Step 4, installing an assembly into GAC folder.
GAC. Next, creating application. Creating
an assembly and creating client application. Then step 6, adding shared assembly reference to the client application. Step 7, consuming shared assembly from client application.
Okay, right. So that is the 7 steps. Try to remember. Okay, and I am also saving these notes for our next class, and we will implement one more other test assembly notes. We'll do one thing. Shared assembly example I'll give you in next session, that example. And before shared assembly example, I'll give you one example, one concept which is related to assemblies. That is small, after private assembly we have to discuss that. That is language independency. Language independency. What is this language independency? Right. .NET is a language independency platform. Can you guess what do you mean by this? .NET is a language independency platform, or independent platform means what?
You can create an application using different technology like C, Sharp and VB.NET and J Sharp. So you can use multiple languages to create the application.
Right, let me explain. .NET is a language independent platform means one .NET language developed component means assembly, nothing but DLL. One .NET language developed component can be used in another .NET language used application. One .NET language developed component can be used in another .NET language used application. Another .NET language application instead of used another application. That is called .NET. With this we can say .NET is a language independent platform. Means, for example, here my question is, component means what?
Assembly.
Assembly, nothing but DLL file. Application is nothing but exe. Remember that point. Okay. For example, what is this example? While you are developing C#.NET application, which is consuming the VB.NET component. While developing C#.NET application, we can consume VB.NET component, as well as while developing VB.NET application, we can consume C#.NET component. We can develop C#.NET component. Okay. For example, you can observe, you are developing C#.NET application. Application is C#.NET. app. This C# application is going to consume VB.NET component. Let's say VB component. So you are adding and you are able to consume. This is called language independency. That we will prove now with one small example. How can we say .NET is a language independent platform? Right. We will do one thing. We will develop one C#.NET application. There we'll try to consume the VB.NET component. For example, first let's develop a VB.NET component called DLL file. Okay, whenever you want to develop a DLL file, we have to select which project?
Class library.
But your language is Visual Basic. Means what? VB.NET. VB.NET language, and type of project is class library, because we are going to develop DLLs. Give me a DLL. This is name as, please mute yourself guys. VB component name as, location as D drive, and OK. With this process, your VB.NET component called assembly or called DLL is developing a DLL file now. This solution explorer you can observe. If you will observe, you can identify a file called class1.vb. Class1.vb is nothing but VB.NET class file. Rename it as VB class.vb. VB class.vb. I renamed the class file. The VB.NET class file extension will be .vb. If it is a C#.NET class file extension is what? .cs. .cs. Now you see your class file. In this class file, you are going to write the code. Here you can observe. I am going to define some methods here. You can observe. Right? I am defining. Yeah. Now you are writing code in VB.NET. Public sub show. Yeah, and sub. Similar like in C#.NET, it is void. Remember void methods?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in void methods in VB.NET are called what? Sub. Okay. Suppose console dot write line, just console dot write line. Now you are writing the code by using which language we are writing the code now?
VB.NET.
VB.NET. Welcome to VB.NET. Welcome to VB.NET. Right. Now your method is closed, and I am going to define a void, non-void method. It is the method which is returning the value or not returning the value.
Not returning the value.
But here we don't have blocks. Instead of blocks, sub and sub. Sub and sub. Okay. Now we are going for a method which is returning some value. Public function. We need to use, for non-void methods, we need to use a keyword called function. Add method name. So let's say we want to take two parameters, byval, byref. Means in VB.NET we have, if you want to declare a parameter, in C#.NET you will have call by value, call by reference, call by out. In VB.NET we will have byval means call by value parameter, byref means call by reference parameter. There is no call by out in VB.NET, you remember. Right now it is a byval parameter, means call by value parameter. So that's why you have to say byval a as syntax difference, integer. Here in C#.NET we'll have int here, integer. Byval b as, again what? Integer. Again integer. Okay. Now here you can see as new integer. You can observe byval a as integer, byval b as integer, as integer. What is this integer? Return type of the add method. Return type of the add method. Okay. Function and function, return a plus b. That's it. No semicolon. Now this is the way. What is the class name we have defined right now, guys?
VB class.
VB class. As how many methods? Two methods. Number one, show. Number one, add. Show is a returned method or not returned method?
Not
It's not returning anywhere. Like our void method. Here it is a non-void method, but we will call it as a function here. Okay. So we have to define this with the help of which keyword? Function keyword. Non-void methods in. But in C#.NET we'll have into data type. In VB.NET the data type is called
Integer.
In C#.NET declaring a parameter, data type space parameter name. Here big story. Byval. Okay, default parameter type is here all C# also call by value, but we will not have any keyword for call by value parameter. but here we have a parameter keyword called byval parameter name as data type, comma byval parameter name as data type, and return type generally will write here, but here as integer, big story, and class. Now build the solution. With this process what happened? So it's giving error for semicolon. Observed, huh? Right. Have you observed? Semicolon is supporting which language? Semicolon is supporting in which language? C#. Here the semicolon concept. That's why it is giving what? Error. Now you see guys, compilation. With this you can observe build succeeded. With build succeeded, your VB.NET component is created. You go to the location where we saved this project. Yeah, we created this project in D drive. In D drive, your project name is what is that name? My no, not my VB component. VB component, right? VB component and VB component bin debug. DLL is created now. Your assembly VB DLL is created. Now this I want to consume from the client application. Let's create a client application called, let's say, yeah. New application. Let's create a new application, new project, right? Yeah, console application, and rename it as C# client, and location as D, and OK. Your client is ready. Now after this we need to, oh sorry, what happened? Observed, huh?
We selected the Visual Basic.
Yeah, the language is already selected, same language it's selected. C# client, where is C# client? Let me remove it. Yeah. I think why you are unable to delete? Why I am deleting
because
it?
the instance is open.
Because the application is using. Your application is using.
Yeah.
Close it. Replay. This type of so many issues day to day, every day we'll see. You are right. Delete. Yeah. Now you can create your client application. Right click. Visual Studio 2013. Now, yeah. New project. By default language is Visual C#. So select C#. Sorry, Visual Basic to C#. And the client application console, type of application, and rename it as C# client. Okay, location is D drive. Okay, right. Now your client is ready. Your client is ready. Now we need to add what? Now you need to
add the reference.
Which reference?
Add
VB.NET reference. VB.NET component reference we have to add. Solution Explorer. Right click. Add. You can observe. Add. Add same story. Whatever we have done. Add reference. Go to the D. Go to the D location. D and yeah. D and VB component. VB component bin debug VB component dot DLL. Okay. Your reference is added. Reference is added. That I want to consume from here. Import the data. Import base class library. What is it? Sorry, user defined class library called VB component. VB component is used in which language? VB.NET. This client application is which language? C#.NET.
C#.
Now you have to create the object. Object for class. VB class. VB obj VB equal to new VB class. Okay. obj VB dot show next method. Right. You want to call the second method obj VB dot add directly. I'm passing the values 10, 5, and the returned value I'm storing here into res. Now console dot write line console.writeLine add result is yes, that somewhere noise is coming. Mute yourself, guys. Console.readLine right over. Now my question to all the people, show method and add method are members of which class?
VB class.
VB class. VB class is a part of which project? VB
project.
VB component. The total code, the code is in which language? The component language? VB.NET. Now write down your client is which language?
C#.
You are able to consume. VB.NET component is consuming by C#.NET application. Yes or no? C#.NET?
Sir.
Yes. C#.NET application you can observe. So that is nothing but what? Nothing but what? With this we can say .NET is a language independent platform. Means one .NET language component can be consumed by another .NET language application. One .NET language component can be consumed by another .NET language application. Are you clear?
Yes.
Yeah, that is a story about a concept called what? Language independence. Language independence. Okay, right. Next, come back to our shared assembly example. We'll see in the next class. Still we have 15 minutes. Shall I cover other small concept is there?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
10 minutes now. Yeah, anyhow, we'll cover another concept. Enumerator. Enumerator also we can cover now. Now just within 10 minutes it will over. Enumerator. Have you seen enumerator concept anywhere, guys?
Value type. Well,
right. Enumerator. Nothing but enum is a value type. It is a value type. Enumerator is a value type. To define enumerator, we have to use enum keyword. We have to use enum keyword. Anyhow, we will see that in the next session instead of in between. Okay. So between may take half an hour also. Right. So that is the story, guys. Shared assembly implementation we'll see in the next session. And meanwhile, I told you to work interview questions, right? Are you really working?
yes, sir.
Right. Yeah. So can you continue that? How many are given last class?
23
So
to
from
40.
23 to 40.
23 to 40. Yeah. But I didn't.
40. 40.
I didn't. Who sent mails to me regarding this?
I did, sir.
How many people?
Nivedita.
Next. Next.
I will do this weekend.
Yeah. Now today's task is do 41 to 60. Same story. Do 41 to 60. 20 only per Monday. By Monday when you will come to the class, before that you try to send 41 to 60. Same process 3 times. Same 3 times. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. And any recordings